1. What are four fundamental forces in nature? A. There are four fundamental forces in nature. They are gravitational force, electromagnetic force, strong nuclear force and the weak nuclear force. 2. What is the discovery of C. V. Raman? A. C. V. Raman's contribution to physics is called Raman effect. It deals with the scattering of light by molecules of a medium when they are excited vibrational energy levels. 3. How can systematic errors be minimized? A. Systematic errors can be minimized by improving experimental techniques, by selecting better instruments, by removing personal errors as far as possible. 4. What is the contribution of S. Chandrasekhar to physics? A. S. Chandrasekhar discovered the structure and evaluation of stars. He defined Chandra's second limit is used in the study of black holes. 5. Distinguish between accuracy and precision. A. Accuracy indicates the closeness of a measurement to the true value of a given quantity. If the measurement is nearer to the true value, then accuracy is more. Precision of a measuring instrument depends on the limit or resolution of the quantity instrument. If the least measurable value is less, precision is more for the instrument. 6. Why do we have different units for the same physical quantity? A. Generally any physical quantity contains a wide range of magnitudes. We need to use different units for different ranges of the same physical quantity. X. Mass is measured in milligrams, grams, kilograms. Length is measured in millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers. 7. What is inertia? What is the measure of inertia? What are the different types of inertia? A. The inability of a body to change state by itself is called inertia. Mass is the measure of inertia. There are three types of inertia. 1. Inertia of rest. 2. Inertia of motion. 3. Inertia of direction. 8. If a bomb at rest explodes into two pieces, the pieces must travel in opposite directions. Explain. A. According to conservation of linear momentum, m1v1 plus m2v2 equals 0 equals greater than m1v1 equals m2 versus 2. The minus sign indicates that the pieces must travel in opposite direction. 9. When a bullet is fired from a gun, the gun gives a kick back in the backward direction. Explain. A. This is due to conservation of linear momentum. m1v1 plus m2v2 equals 0 equals greater than m1v1 equals m2 versus 2. The minus indicates that the bullet and the gun move in opposite direction. 10. According to Newton's third law, every force is accompanied by an equivalent opposite force. How can movement ever be possible? From Newton's third law, action equals reaction. But action and reaction are not working on the same system. So they will not cancel each other. Hence motion is possible. 11. A horse has to exert a greater force during the start of the motion than later. Explain. A. Before starting the motion, horse has static friction. Later, it will be converted into kinetic friction. We know that static friction is more than kinetic friction. Harris has to exert a greater force during the start of the motion than later. 12. What happens to the coefficient of friction if the weight of the body is doubled? A. Coefficient of friction is independent of weight of the body. So it remains constant. 14. How is average velocity different from instantaneous velocity? A. Average velocity is the ratio of total displacement to total time taken. It is independent of part of the body. Average velocity equals s2 s1 t2 t1. Velocity of a body at particular instant is called instantaneous velocity. Only in uniform motion average velocity is equal to instantaneous velocity. 15. Give an example where velocity and object is 0 but acceleration is not 0. A. For the body thrown upwards at maximum height its velocity is 0 but acceleration is not 0. Ask towards the center of the earth. 16. Is it necessary that a mass should be present at the center of mass of any system? A. No, it is not necessary to have mass at center of mass of the system. For example, in a ring or bangle, center of mass is at its center. There is no mass particle center of mass. 16. Why should helicopter necessarily have two propellers? A. It is due to conservation of angular momentum. If there is only one propeller, then the helicopter rotated itself in the opposite direction. 17. We cannot open or close the door by applying force at hinges. Why? A. We know that torque equals force times lever of arm the force. When the forces are played at hinges, lever arm of the force will be 0. Hence, we cannot open or close the door. 18. Why are spokes provided in a bicycle wheel? A. The spokes of cycle wheel increase its moment of inertia. The greater the moment of inertia, the greater is the opposition to any change in uniform rotational motion. As a result, the cycle runs smoother and steadier in running motion. 19. What is the principle behind the carburetor of an automobile? A. Carburetor of an automobile works on the principle of Bernoulli's theorem. 20. Define average pressure. Mention its units and dimension formula. Is it a scalar vector? A. The normal force acting per unit area is called average pressure. P equals F.A. Pascal. 21. Why gaps are left between rails and railway track? A. This is to allow linear expansion of rails. In summer, temperature of atmosphere increases. If no gap is given between rails, then the rails will bend and leads to accidents. If gap is given, the rails will expand into the gap and the track is safe. 22. Why liquid drops and bubbles search spherical? A. Due to surface tension, raindrops and water bubbles behave like a stretched membrane. For a given volume, spirit has minimum surface area, liquid drop center in spherical shape. 23. Define viscosity. What are its units? A. The property of a fluid which opposes the relative motion between different layers is called viscosity. N's per square meter. 24. What is angle of contact? A. When a solid surface is dipped in a liquid, angle between solid surface and the tangent drawn to the liquid surface at the point of contact, inside the liquid surface, is called angle of contact. 25. Give the expression for the excess pressure in a liquid drop. A. P equals 2T, R, where R is the radius of the liquid drop. T is the surface tension of the liquid-air interface. 26. Give the expression for the excess pressure in a soap bubble. P equals 4T, R, R is radius of bubble. T is surface tension liquid-air interface. 27. Ventilators are provided in a room just below the roof. Why? A. Hot air has less density, so it moves upwards due to convection. To escape the hot air out of the room, ventilator are provided just below the roof. 28. The roof of buildings are painted white during summer. Why? A. White paint is a good reflector of heat. Good reflector is a bad observer of heat. Roof of buildings are painted white to keep cool during summer. 29. State Newton's law of cooling. A. Newton's law of cooling states that the loss of heat of a hot body is directly proportional to the difference in temperature between the body and its surroundings. 30. Define mean free path. A. Mean free path of gas molecules is the average distance louder volume between two successes of collisions. 31. Why are utensils coated black? Bottom of the utensils are made of copper. A. Black bodies are good absorbers of heat, so black coated utensils absorb more heat. Bodies coated with copper good conductor of heat. Therefore, the bottom of utensil are coated with copper.